G'day everyone, welcome to the tutorial for Polaroid by Jack Botts. This one's been requested a lot and I'm finally getting around to it today. Before we get into it though, just make sure you like and subscribe. If you have any tutorial requests, just leave them in the comments down below. Also, if you could check out my second channel, I would really appreciate it. I'll put the link just up here in the corner and I'll also put it down in the description. There's not a lot out there for this song. A lot of it's been done by ear. There is a sort of a chord list on a website called Chordify. Which I'll put in the description as well. It can't hurt. It's correct to an extent. It did help me get to the version of the song that I'm going to play today, but for those of you out there who wouldn't understand how to get from what it says to what I've got, just focus on what I've got. I'm pretty sure that's going to be closest to what Jack plays. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the verses and the intro sound like this. So, what we've got there is we've got an F chord, a C chord, and a G C, essentially, or just a G, depending on how you want to look at it. And odd picking pattern, this one, very groovy, I guess you'd say. So, to break it down, what we've got is there's two guitar parts for this song, and I'm trying to blend them into one. So it might be a little bit difficult for some of you out there, but there is the main sort of rhythm section, and then I think there's an electric guitar layer in there as well that plays a sort of more of a lead role with a bit of a riff, I guess you would say. So I've tried to combine that in there into the chords, so hopefully it's not too difficult and we can follow along. So we've got the F. Just a down, up, down, up. And then you do a down strum as you change into the C. So we got that. And as you strike and change in, you hammer on to the second fret of the D string to make that C chord. And on the C, it's a down, up, down, into the G, which is just that second fret of the A, third fret of the E. And then what happens on the G is, I'm pretty sure Jack does a... So what that is basically you strike the B string, hammer onto the first fret, then with your little finger, you hammer onto the third fret, and then you go. Okay, so you hammer onto the first and the third all in one hit. So then you just play the first fret, then open. Obviously, if that's too much, just play the G C chord, which is just first fret of the B string. Sounds just as good. It's just I'm trying to combine sort of two guitar parts into the one. Then, so I'll play that slowly. Hopefully, I explained that okay. I forgot to mention that when we're on the C chord, there is an emphasis put on this bottom E string. We've got the capo on the 6th fret, I forgot to mention that. But that note, just the open E string, which is basically 6th fret, is a prominent note in that C. The song is, I guess you would say it's finger picked, but it does sound just as good, and I like to play it just strummed. I think it's a bit easier too, so. It's kind of hard to explain this one. I think I'm struggling a little bit. But as long as you can figure out that the F into a C, into a G C, then you're pretty much sweet. If you wanted to go really stock standard and basic, you could just go down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That sounds pretty good as well. So yeah, then we continue on. Now we've got the chorus. I'm pretty sure the chorus is just an F, an A minor, and that G C again. And it sounds like this. So, basically, same strumming pattern. Except this time when we're on the G, or the GC, we play a proper GC, and then on a few of the upstrokes, you add your little finger to the 3rd fret of the B string. Just to add that little bit of flair that's in there. So yeah, just the F, A minor, G C, pinky, no pinky. Besides that, I'm pretty sure that's it for the song. Hey, it took me ages to figure this out. I'm not sure why. I think it's just because it's in an odd, not an odd key, but I'm not used to playing songs on the 6th, with a capo on the 6th fret. So it did take a little while for me to figure this one out. But if he plays it live or something like that, if there's a video for it that gets released anytime soon, I will revisit this tutorial, just to make sure that I've done it properly. So. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you could leave a like and maybe subscribe, I would be very appreciative for that. And yeah, see you later.